Shalom. I want to give all the praise and all the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rikakodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you elect brothers out there, you hopeful elect brothers out there. All right, I'm going to just go in a quick one on the wicked. And that's what I'm going to do. All I did was type in the blue letter Bible with the word wicked. And then I'm going to bust out some verses and just precept verses based on the wicked, which this first verse I'm about to read tells you who the wicked of the Bible is. It is the so-called white man. His biblical name is Edomite. And, he's the one who's his agenda right now is to, he's going to be unleashing his RFID micro C-hip. All right. It's the size of a grain of rice, and it's going to have all kinds of data, which is going to, pretty much control every move that the people who take it. Their every move is going to be watched by the so-called white man, who is the wicked, according to the Bible. All right. It's Malachi 1:4. It says, "Whereas Edom saith," Edom is the so-called white man, "we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever." So indignation is righteous hatred, okay? So Yahweh, he has righteous hatred towards Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white people, forever, all right? So you never were taught this in Christianity and pagan Christianity, because you can't learn this in theology school. All right, they one of the Edomites' power is deception, so that's what he does. He's really good at deception and lying to everybody. All right, let's get the next verse and stay in Malachi. We'll go to Malachi 4:3. It says, "And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh of hosts." And Yahweh of hosts means the Lord of armies. Okay? So we're going to tread down the wicked, right? Let's get another verse. In Matthew, it says, and this is still, remember, this lesson is just dealing with the wicked, so it's going to be random topics. The only thing that's going to be consistent is the wicked, which are the Edomites. All right? So now you're going to learn about Matthew 13:38, and this is dealing with, let's read it. "The field is the world, the good seed are the sons of the kingdom, but the tares are the sons of the wicked one." All right? So this is a parable that Yahushua was breaking down to the disciples. He was talking about wheat and tares, all right? Tares and wheat, if you look at them in a field, they look very similar. But only one is useful, all right? So the useful one is the wheat. The other, it's a weed that grows alongside with the wheat, and it's useless, all right? And in this verse, Yahushua is talking about the sons of the wicked one are the tares, because you're going to have Edomites who have been with the Israelite women, and whenever an Edomite man impregnates one of our women, her son would be called a tare, because when that kid comes out of the mother's womb, and as he grows up or she grows up, they're going to look like the Israelites. But the thing is remember, in Numbers 1:18, it tells you that our heritage and our bloodline and our seed, it goes by the seed of our father. So the tares, they're going to come out looking like the Israelites, but they're indeed of the Edomite seed, you see. So if the father is an Edomite and the mother is an Israelite, the child would be considered a tare. And remember, the tare and the wheat look alike, but only one is useful. The tare is useless. You just burn that to chaff, and the wheat is actually useful because you can make bread and you can make stuff out of wheat. All right. So let's. I'm not going to make this lesson long. I'm just trying to get one in. I read earlier today, but I didn't get a chance to, actually put one on the internet, on YouTube. Let's see. Let's go to the book of Psalms for this next precept. Let me see. Actually, you know what? Let's go to. All right, let's go to Job instead of Psalm. I'll go to Psalm, but I'm going to go to Job 31:3, and it says, "Is not destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity?" All right, so you got to understand, the wicked is Esau, Edom, but the problem is 2/3 of the Israelites follow in the ways of the Edomite. They follow his ways. So they also in turn become wicked, all right? A good example is, the Christian pagan church. They're pushing, exalting the so-called white Jesus. And you got 2/3 of our people that do that also right alongside with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the wicked of the Bible. So this says it's not destruction to the wicked, because you're going to have Israelites destroyed as well, along with the wicked, right? And also the other heathen. But right now, like I say, this lesson is about the wicked, which is Esau, Edom. So the destruction of the wicked, it says a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. So that strange punishment is going to be, part of that strange punishment is going to be the chariots, the so-called, what you call UFOs, burning them up with concentrated fire with those laser beams that comes out the UFO, which are the chariots of Yahweh in the Bible. All right? But by the same token, the Lord's a Lord of balance. So it tells you that their destruction is going to be strange. But guess what? Our salvation is going to be strange. All right? It tells you that in Wisdom of Solomon 5:2. It says, "When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all beyond that they look for." So see, it's going to be strange for them to see the Israelites, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, going up in chariots, or what you call UFOs. But it's also going to be strange for their destruction, because you got to remember, the UFOs are a double-edged sword, and the Lord, he's a power, a God of balance. He has duality, and so he's going to be strange with his destruction, and it's also strange with the salvation, because it's a strange thing for people to see the chariots in the sky, the UFOs. All right. But again, one half, well, I'm not going to say half, but one portion of the people is going to go up in the chariot for salvation, which is going to be strange to the people watching it. And then also, there's, like we read here, is not the destruction to the wicked and a strange punishment. All right? So let's move on. Let's see. Here's another verse I like to bring out. It's Psalms 10:4. I like this verse. It says, "The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts." Right? Because the Edomites, when it comes down to it, the Most High really is not in their thoughts. Yeah, they have set up their deception and their false religions, but the truth, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, are not in their thoughts. That's why you got all these so-called white people, all these Israelites, so-called black, Latino, Native Americans, 2/3 of our people. The truth is not in their thoughts. When they think of the Most High, they're not thinking about Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. Instead, they're thinking of the so-called white Jesus, you see. So Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai are not in their thoughts. But that's what makes 2/3 of our people wicked. But it starts out with the original wicked man, which is the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. All right? Let's get this one. Psalm 11 and 5. It says, Yahweh trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence, his soul hateth. So who loves violence? The wicked, Esau, Edom. That's why they're always in wars. If you go back to all the wars, especially in the recent history, since the Edomite has been in power, well, you can go back to Alexander the Greek, and basically the sword is his blessing. So you fast forward all the way to the Romans. The Romans were great warriors. They had a military that was unprecedented until their time. Now you go fast forward from the Romans to what you call the Americans. Also, you could throw in the Russians, which are all Edomite nations. That's their blessing, the sword, right? That's why both Russia and Babylon, America have that blessing, which is the nuclear missile, right? So it says here, the wicked loveth violence, all right? So, why? Because that's their forte, the sword, okay? The sword is their blessing. Let's read this one, because this is King David's prayer. He said, Arise, O Yahweh. This is Psalm 17:13. Arise, O Yahweh. Disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. All right. Remember, I told you, Esau, Edom, his blessing is the sword. So, our King David was in the spirit of praying to Yahweh, saying, hey, deliver me from the wicked, which is the sword. Because why? Because those wicked Edomites, that's their blessing, the sword. All right. Let's see, a couple more. Let's go to Psalm 37, and this is verse 12. It says, The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. The sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. So this is, twofold. Back in during the times of the Greeks, the Romans, they were, like I said, they were a strong military nation. And you fast forward to the American times, the United States of America. Hey, they got the blessing of the sword. So that's why they have the nuclear missile, and that's the modern day sword, and that's that bow that they are going to cast down on the poor, which are the Israelites. When they start firing off missiles, they're going to go crawl into their underground bunkers, and they're going to, they're going to attempt to destroy the Israelites and start over without the Israelites. That's literally what they're going to try and do, because they know that they have to get rid of the Israelites. Otherwise, we're going to inherit our blessing. But they also know, but they're so wicked, like we read earlier, Yahweh, the Most High, is not in their thoughts. They think they're going to get away with it. They think they're going to kill off the Israelites and then come back and start over, come out their underground bunkers after the nuclear, missiles subside. But the problem is, once they do that, according to prophecy, the Lord's going to set up hunters. Right now we're fishers of men, but we're going to be hunters of men. He's going to give us those spiritual powers, and we're going to come down and hunt the wicked out of their underground bunkers, and wherever they are on the planet Earth, we're going to hunt them down. The ones who survived the nuclear World War III are going to be the first ones placed in slavery. All right, and it's going to be a terrible day to be part of the wicked in that day, because they're going straight to slavery. All right. Let's see. Bring out a couple more and I'll wrap it up. Okay, let's go to Psalm 37 and 35. It says, I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree. All right. So if you look at a green bay tree, its leaves are all spread out. That's what the parable is for the way the wicked spreads out. Like that's why you have the United States entering into every single foreign country that it can, and starts implementing its democracy, implementing its homosexual agenda. You know, this is what the wicked does. This is a characteristic of the wicked. All right, and they're a bunch of liars too. Let's get that. Psalm 58:3, it says, "The wicked are estranged from the womb; they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." So this is why the so-called white man has lied to you about the Bible, right? He brought us up in Yahweh punished us and put us in captivity under these heathen, under these Edomites. So he's brought us up in his false religions, and now our people are stuck. 2/3 of our people are stuck in those religions, and they can't even come out of it if they wanted to. All right, because the Lord put a strong delusion on them, so much so that they believe a lie, like it tells you in 2 Thessalonians 2:11. All right, so our people believe lies. All right, that's why they believe in Jesus Christ. All right, Cesare Borgia, which is a lie. All right, because they're delusional. Let's see. And now, ultimately, this is what's going to happen. All right, we're going to get delivered. The 1/3, starting out with the prophets, we're going to get delivered from this wicked ass society, this wicked ass place, which is ran by the wicked, the so-called white man, whose blessing is the sword. Right? We're going to get delivered out of this, and we ain't going to have to deal with this type of wicked society anymore. All right. So I'll close out on Psalm 82:4. It says, "Deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked." So that's what it's going to be. The ultimate end all be all is when the righteous get delivered from the wicked. And, the poor and the needy, that's a metaphor for the Israelites. And the reason why I call this poor, because we're not only, we're physically, overall, we're a poor nation, but we're poor in the spirit. Our people are poor in the spirit because they don't know the truth, right? Because the wicked, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai have allowed the wicked to basically dumb them down and teach them lies and keep them in a state of wickedness, right? Where they literally follow the Edomite, right? So, that's the end all be all, though. We're going to get raised up delivered out of this wicked place, wicked society. So with that, I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, and Kakwadash. Double honors goes out to the other apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, I want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect. May you brothers endure. Shalom.